In this video, I will tell you how to close clients for your digital marketing agency without case studies, without any kind of previous results, testimonials, or anything like that, right? So if you are just starting out in the industry, or you already have an agency running it and you are just you don't really have crazy testimonials or crazy results from the previous clients, right? Because you just haven't had enough time, right, to gather this. This will apply to you as well, right? So I'll just basically show you how to sell and how to close clients on high ticket offers without previous results, right? Without case studies. So first of all, many people have this kind of limiting belief that they need a lot of case studies, they need a lot of testimonials, and this will actually sell the clients, right? These results, which is not true, right? And this is not true because people are different, right? And you will just realize this once you go through enough repetition on your meetings, on your sales call. You will just realize that people are so different that you would never even realize this, right? And people have so many different situations and so many different approaches to life and to what they are buying and how they are buying it, right? That some people will not even ask you for the results, right? So at the beginning, you will just have to go through enough repetition, right, to discover these kind of people, right? And so this is basically what you can do if you don't have case studies, right? We'll just need to go through enough repetition and discover these kind of people that will not even ask you for this, right? But I don't want to have this idea that you can't sell at all if you don't have a case studies, right? Because this is just wrong, and this will just the limiting belief that is holding you back from actually doing this stuff and actually going to the market and selling and providing your offer for people, right? Also, what you can do is you need to understand that because basically, if you want to sell without any kind of case studies or previous results, you will have to go fully into your own skills, right? And primarily into the skill of selling, of course, right? Because if you're on the phone with the client, you will have to present your offer right properly, and you will basically have to sell it, right? In a way that they won't even ask you to for any previous results, right? So what you can do, first of all, you just need to understand the frame of the call and who is in charge of the call, right? So if you are an agency owner right now and you're selling services or your offers or you're a coach, right? You need to understand that on your sales call, you are literally in the frame and you are just trying to diagnose the prospect, try to diagnose their problems, whatever they are facing with, right? All of their issues, their problems, and their desires, right? And you are the one that is choosing them, right? Not the other way around. Not that they are asking you questions about your service, right? You should be completely in the frame and you should be completely in the you should be in your own mind. You should be just perceiving yourself as a leader of this conversation on the call, right? And you should actually choose them instead of they choosing you, right? So this will actually just this first switch in your brain when you just realize this, that you are in the frame. And also with the abundance mindset, if you just realize that there is tons of people that you can just sell your services to, right, in your market, then you will never have to be worried about that you will not sell, or you will basically just gather this kind of confidence that will come to you naturally just through realizing that through realizing that you're basically in the frame and you are basically the leader of the conversation, right? And you are actually helping them, right? If you have this kind of friendly approach that you just want to help them, you're not really interested in the cash. Obviously, you are doing that, right? But you just need to have a friendly approach and treat your prospects as humans as well, and genuinely want to help them, right? Genuinely wants to actually help them do whatever your service is doing, right? So this will be the first thing, just being in the frame of the conversation and realizing that you are the leader and you are actually helping them, right? So we have nothing to worry about, right? This will basically just give you the confidence to show on the call, and prospect will just show and see that you are confident about what you're doing, even if you don't have the case studies, right? So that would be the first point. The second point would be your whole sales process, right? How are you selling your clients, right? So obviously you should have a sales script, right, that you are using. And in this sales script, basically, if you want to sell without case studies, you should have some, people are doing different things, right? But you basically will need to have some sort of emotional simulation of your for your clients, right? Pretty much. So on the sales call, you basically want to trigger people's emotion, your prospects' emotion, right? Either positive or negative, right? Both are good, and actually you should use both, right? To just create this kind of gap between where they are right now in their current situation, where they want to be right in the future, in what your service can do for them, right? So your service, your offer basically should be this kind of gap between where they're at, right now, and where they want to be, in the future, right? Which would be like their desired outcome, right? And you should be selling this, right? And first of all, you should trigger these emotions, right? Because if you are on a sales call and you are not, your prospect, is just feel like he's just asked questions that, doesn't really do much, and they feel like, the questions are like just, poor quality, and they don't really get much value of it, right? And they don't feel their emotions, right? And you're not gonna sell, right? You're just not gonna sell because this will be just, boring sales call that you'll be having, and the prospect will not even realize on the sales call that they have a problem, right? If you just ask deep questions about their pain points, about how many meetings they are having, about how much revenue they're bringing, and what are the problems and struggles in the business right now, then you will just trigger their emotions. Then you will just trigger their all of their problems, and they will themselves realize on the sales call that there is a problem, right? And you can do the same with their desires if you just ask the right questions in terms of where they want to be, right? So the second point to selling without case studies would be to just try to trigger their emotions, right? Not like even try, but like you should have some sort of questions prepared, and you should understand like the psychology behind your sales call, and basically triggering the emotion by asking the right questions, right? Again, both positive and both negative emotions will be good to just trigger your sales call, right, for your prospect. That would be the second point, right? The third point, and basically like all of these points are like important, or kind of the tips, right? So you ideally you should be using all of them, right? Basically, if you want to sell without case studies, right? So the third point would be just understanding the value of your offer and how much you can actually make them, right? So first of all, before you even try to present it to them, you need to understand in your own mind what is the value of your offer, what you're actually doing to your clients, right? And I'm not like talking about like the service. I'm talking more about like the outcome, and more about the end outcome, what your client is actually getting for the value that they are paying you. That they are paying you, right? Basically. So if you are, for example, providing Facebook ads for people, right? You're not really, obviously, when you are providing Facebook ads, right, as a service, right? It's like the vehicle, but the outcome is different. If you are providing Facebook ads, you're, for example, adding like additional $20,000 a month in revenue for e-commerce brands, right? So this would be an example of the outcome that that you can basically provide for someone, right? If you're doing, I don't know, something with like the TikTok, for example, you can do exactly the same, just providing the additional revenue for people, right? For e-commerce brands. But it should be specific. It should be like, for example, specific number, like additional $20,000 a month to your bottom line, for example. And it's not just I just run Facebook ads for people, right? So you need to understand that you're, first of all, in your own mind, the value of your offer, and then you need to show this to your client on your sales call when you are presenting your offer, right? So again, when you already talking to a client and you're trying to present your offer, you're not telling them what you do exactly. You're not telling them that you were running Facebook ads. You are telling them that you are helping people provide get additional $20,000 a month in revenue for their e-commerce store, for example, right? And this will basically show to your clients, to your prospects, the value of what they're actually getting, right? Because if they are paying you, for example, $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month, and they're getting additionally $20,000 a month in revenue, it's clearly worth it, right? If you are able to deliver on this kind of result, right? So this will be just the third point, just leveraging the result that you are actually helping them get to, right? Again, it's very easy in the B2B market to just be on the numbers and just leverage the numbers and leverage the amount of revenue or sales or amount of clients that you can actually get someone, right? You can also repeat this on your sales call. So if you state your price, you say that your price is like X, right? And we will basically do this outcome for X, for example, right? So you just need to have these numbers, the outcome that you are providing and the price that you are having for your offer just next to each other, right? So that the outcome number just looks way bigger than the actual price that you are charging someone, right? So that it basically makes a no-brainer for them to buy and to purchase and to move forward with your offer, with your service that you are selling to them, right? Yeah, that would be pretty much everything that you will need to sell high-ticket offers without case studies. Case studies obviously are great if you are able to show on your call, walk on your call, if you're just able to walk with your clients through like your business manager if you're doing Facebook ads, or if you're like an agency helping agency owners, you can just show exactly how much you've made for your clients, or how many meetings they get, how many more revenue does your store got, right? It's great if you can actually show this to a client if you have results, right? But if you don't, it's like you still can sell, right? In like 80-90% of like situations and occasions, you will sell if you just understand like the value of your offer, in all of these previous points that I mentioned previously, right? It's all about selling. It's all about how you like present your offer. It's all about like the persuasion on your sales call and how you're able to actually sell, right? So again, this will just comes down to like your sales skills and all of these tips that I've talked previously, right? So first of all, just like understanding the emotional stimulation of your clients, right? So just asking questions that will trigger their emotion, both positive and negative, right? About their current and desired state. The first one. The second would be just helping you first of all realize that the value of your offer and showing them this to a client, the outcome that they are getting, right? And also being in the frame, being the leader of the conversation, realizing that you are the lead and you are the one helping them, right? And not like the other way around, right? So we are just completely in the frame because you have tons of people that you can help, right? And if they don't move forward with you, they will just stay in the exact situation that you are right now, that they are right now, and they will not grow, they will not move forward, right? Okay, so this will be everything that you need to know basically to sell without case studies, right? You guys really don't need to have case studies to sell high ticket offers, right? Leave a thumbs up and leave a comment if that helped you. Leave a subscription if you want, if you're looking for more of this kind of content. I will be creating more of this kind of content in the next weeks, right? So if you have any kind of ideas, any kind of struggles that you are having right now, just drop in the comment below. I'll just try to maybe create a video or answer you in the comment, right? Also, if you're interested in more what I do, you can check out my Instagram and like my Facebook page, also in the description below. And if you are interested in what I do, I'm helping agency owners scale to 6 figures in 90 days, right? So if you want, you can schedule a call directly with me, again, from the links in the description. On the call, there will be no any kind of pushing. There will be no any kind of, scammy, you can say, like sales tactics, right? I'll just try to see if I can help you. If I can, I'll just make you an offer and we'll see if we can move forward with this, right? And if I can tell you, if I can to really help you, I will still just try to help you and still would like to make this call a valuable thing for you, right? I remember when I first took my first call of like the coach or like a consultant, I remember just like by the quality of the question that he was asking me, right? I already knew that like I have a problems with my business, right? And I just need to solve those, right? Even if I don't move forward with this person, I just knew that I will need to solve those, right? So if you're interested in that, you can just click in the link below, and if not, you can just watch the content, and I will catch you in the next week's video.